Hello, so I am here on the subject today of casual PC gaming. Now, most people would just say, like, the typical stereotype of PC gaming that, oh, it's just for nerds with a bunch of money and can spend $2,000 on a computer, and it's not. With Steam and the sales they have, ranging from casual games to indies to all those AAA RPGs and shooters and strategy games, it's just great. I mean, you can definitely game casually on the PC, and with Windows 7 and Steam, it's really easy. Now, I have to say, Review Tech USA did give me the idea for this, but because he doesn't do builds, he kind of just talks about stuff like next consoles and all that. I figured that I could do this video, so shout out to you for giving the idea, my friend. But let's jump right in for the parts. First off, the CPU is a AMD Athlon X2 250 3.0 GHz dual core. It's OEM, which is different from refurbished, which just means OEM just means no packaging, no cooler, which we actually have to buy our own cooler. It also, don't be fooled by people saying, oh, it's Athlon, it's AMD, it has to be unlocked because it's not Bulldozer. That's not true. The Sempron and the X2 series are based on a whole different kind of two-core design than the X3, the X4, and the Phenom series. So these cannot be unlocked. Don't, pay $10 for a motherboard that has that, so, I mean, you can overclock it, though. So, that's good. Motherboard is a Gigabyte GA-M68MT S2. It's from Gigabyte, which I know they have really good warranties. It's got lots of ports. It has more than, the basic, 2 USB 2.0 ports. Actually, it's, 5 or 6. It has onboard video, so make sure to plug your monitor into your actual video card and not the onboard video. It also has more expansion budget boards. It has the X16 slot, the X1 slot for, a video card or a TV tuner, and 2 PCI, first-gen slots. So that's great. It also has support for Bulldozer, so if you want to really upgrade, I would honestly still go for a Phenom X6, but whatever. For RAM, we have G.Skill Value. It's a 4GB stick, DDR3 1333 MHz. So it's only one stick, so it leaves you room to upgrade to 8 gigs later. 4 gigs is more than enough for games and most users. Some games like Skyrim, or games that are really CPU intensive, or RAM intensive, I know SWTOR, Star Wars, for the first month or so was really RAM intensive. That will help you out there. And so it's 1333 MHz, which is fast enough. I know 1600 MHz is the only bump up where you'll actually notice performance. So a stick of that I think is $4 or $5 more. So it's your choice. For the GPU, we have an XFX HD 675XZDFC, which is basically Gigabyte replaces the last 0 in all their Radeon cards with an X, which I don't really like because it makes it hard to pronounce, but whatever. It's a 6750, which those have 720 stream processors at 700 MHz. It's twice the amount in the 6670, and it's only $20 more, and it still doesn't need a 6/8 pin power. It gets all it needs from the PCIe lane. It's great. It also comes with Dirt 3, I think, right now, which basically every card, I think, in the world comes with Dirt 3. But, whatever. It's Dirt. It's a racing game. I've never played it. For the power supply, we're going to be using a Cooler Master Elite 460 watt. This is more than enough for it, especially because all the power, the video card will only use 75 watts max, because that's all that comes through a PCI Gen 2 slot. And it's also from Cooler Master, which means you'll get a good warranty, and it's only $30 with a rebate, 40 without. That's good. For case, we're going to be using a Cooler Master Elite 311. It's only $33. It's got a nice side window. It's nice and big. I love side windows. It has a 120mm fan, which most budget cases, 40 below, will have 80 or 92. But I'm glad they had this. They have 3 extra fan mounts. 3 mounts total, not 3 extra. So if you want to add more fans, one of them will block up the window, though, something like that. You can also remove the hard drive tray, which I really like because my case is an Antec 300, and no, 200S, my bad. and I had to bend the metal in the hard drive to try to get my 5970 to fit in there. So this one actually says in the description you can take out the top hard drive tray to fit in up to a 5970. So this case probably would have been better than mine. But I mean, that's great if you ever upgrade and just keep the same case, which honestly this case will last you a while. Also has a LED like border in the front, which I like. And then the DVD drive, we have an LG DVD burner. It's $18. You need it for Windows. Hard drive, we're going to be using a Western Digital Caviar Blue 500 gigabyte. 7200 RPM is fast. 500 gigs, if you're a casual user, that's more than enough for anything. Plus you can add more later. And it's also got 16 megs of cache, which is okay. It's not like 32 or 64 in the Black series, but you're not going to need that much. And it's only $74, which is kind of pathetic, because before the crash you could get like a terabyte one blue for $60, but that's $5 down from last week, so I don't like buying expensive hard drives. The CPU cooler is going to be a Cooler Master. We have a lot of Cooler Master in this build. DK9 7E52A 0LGP. God, that's a long name.